Okay. I don't know if you can actually see me or not, but we're gonna try to do a video like this. Okay. So, I got this video idea from another YouTuber. She's Teen Mummy, or Gemma, if you watch her. I hope you do, because she's awesome. But today, we're going to talk about the sex life of a pregnant girl. Let's see, first trimester, I was sick as hell, vomiting 3 times a day. I definitely wasn't, like, changing in shape as far as my stomach is concerned, but everything else was just not the same. Like, complete 180? Yeah. Okay, so, like I said, I was super sick. He, as in Jamal, wanted it all the time. All the time. Like, I couldn't get a fucking break. And that's all I wanted. I was like, dude, leave me alone. Like, go away. And I guess I'm definitely not the type of person to voice my opinion about, like, my sex life or any of that to anybody at all. Like, I wouldn't even express my feelings about how I felt about any of that to him. So, anything that I say on here, he probably doesn't even know I was feeling. But yeah, nothing was uncomfortable. It still felt the same. But every little fucking thing in the world just, like, pissed me off or bothered me or, like, made me sad or made me cry, blah, blah, blah. And, the number one thing that irritated the shit out of me, I could not stand the smell of him. Like, not that he ever stunk. He just smelled too good. Like, he's the type of person who spends longer to get ready than what I do. He's the type of person who fucking drowns himself and have a fucking bottle of cologne. Okay, you can be sympathetic to a pregnant lady. That shit stinks, okay? And it makes you want to throw up. Like, he just did stupid shit that is just like, seriously? But anyways, yeah. First trimester, there was no sex crave. Like, not for me. His part, yes, because nothing had changed to him. But to me, nothing. And then, where things got really mixed up was when I went into my second trimester. And that's where I decided that I wanted to be sexually active. Why? I have no idea. That's just how my hormones were. But of course, him and I have to be on separate pages at all times. So, yeah, it's my second trimester. I'm desperately wanting time with him. Not, like, time to spend together. I just wanted time in bed, like, to be honest. But, yeah, and I wanted it a lot. And I wanted to do different things. And I wanted it more than once at the exact same time. Like, he'd be done and I'd be like, okay, so you're ready for round 2, right? And I know that sounds totally disgusting, but that's how it was. But I didn't ever really get that because during my second trimester, he had moved and he was going out all the time. And so he wanted time with his friends, whereas I was just wanting time with him. And yeah, but the second trimester is also when, like, my belly started to show, and he's not the type of person who likes big girls to begin with. So, yeah, that was probably uncomfortable for him, but I didn't give a shit. Like, so, whatever. And then, third trimester, I don't really have a sex drive. Like, it would be there if I had somebody to fucking have sex with, but he is not around, and so there's no sex life for me in my third trimester. So I really couldn't tell you what it would be like, honestly. All I can say that is if he was here, then yeah, I would be like for it, 100%. But not after. Okay, considering everything that he's done and how he's acted, hell no. That's why there's not a sex life. If things had changed and he had been there for me the entire time and we were still together today, while I was in my 3rd trimester, then yes, very much so. Probably the same as, or more so, than what I wanted in my 2nd trimester. So, from what I can say is the 1st trimester was my only trimester where I did not want to be sexually active at all. 2nd trimester was, okay, I can handle it. 3rd trimester, I would want it very much, but I just don't. So, yeah, and there's no shame in masturbation either, because as they say, male sperm helps the cervix to dilate. So if you are sexually active with a man and he ejaculates inside of you, that's supposed to help soften and dilate the cervix. However, he can't do that. So female orgasms also trigger contractions, and that helps as well. So if there's no man and you're not having sex and there's no sperm to basically help dilate your cervix, then have no shame whatsoever and spending a little time with yourself, because if you can get yourself off, then you're okay. And that's really all that I've got to say about that, because that's what's going on my end. So other than that, that's pretty much it. When we were being sexually active, though, everything was very routine. So I'm the type of person who constantly needs things to, like, be different. Like, I need something exciting to, like, keep me going, like, whatever. No, that wasn't there. Pretty much, this is how it went. It was, take your clothes off, put something in your mouth, and then let me do my thing, missionary. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, are you kidding me? That is not comfortable. No. Not in your 2nd trimester, and it sure as hell isn't comfortable in your 3rd trimester, because if you think this, getting laid on top of, is comfortable, it is fucking not. And when babies move, that lag is the biggest buzzkill ever. And, like, the 1st trimester, if and when we were sexually active, there was no issue with a female orgasm happening at all. It was the same as what it was before. And the 2nd trimester, there was not really an issue with female orgasms happening either, until I got closer to the end of my 2nd trimester, and then my stomach was in the way and I felt uncomfortable, and there was still a sex drive there, but it was so much harder to, like, achieve anything for myself. And then the 3rd trimester came, and the only way there was going to be, like, a female orgasm on my end is if I was able to, you know, kind of grab hold of the reins and achieve that from the top, because being on the bottom wasn't going to happen. So, yeah, a lot of things changed. There's definitely a lot of adjustment that needs to be done from, like, your entire pregnancy. But this is just my experience with it. So, and there's really not a whole lot of videos, just as what Gemma had said. So I thought I'd bring it up as a topic too. And of course, there's going to be a warning on this video explaining that it is explicit and explaining that it is about sex. So, if you don't want to watch this video and you don't want to hear what's being said, then you should have paid attention to what the hell the title of the caption of the video is. Because I swear, if I see a fucking comment on this video about, oh, I see why you're pregnant now, or, oh, this video is not very appropriate, well, duh, okay? There's a big fucking warning right above this video that says explicit video and foul language and whatever else needs to be said about it. So, if you didn't pay attention to that, then screw you, and that's your fault. So, that's all I have to say. And this is the end of my video. So, any other comments that aren't rude, put below. And if anybody would like to say anything, and we can, like, start up a whole chat conversation about it, because it does need to be put out there. It definitely needs to be open. So, and we could even make it like a tag video. So, If anybody else wants to make this video, I'm leaving it out there for anybody. Go ahead and make a video about your sex life during your pregnancy, and feel free to tag somebody else in it, because everybody needs to talk about this. It's super important. And that's it. Okay, so goodbye.